In a highly unusual and unprecedented move, US President Donald Trump is seeking $230 million in compensation from his own Justice Department over the federal investigations conducted against him. His claims, filed in 2023 and 2024 under the Federal Tort Claims Act, argue that he suffered financial and reputational damage due to investigations into his conduct during and after his first term as POTUS. So let's decode. Why is Trump demanding $230 million from US Justice Department? According to the New York Times, the claims are still active and under consideration. The situation has raised major concerns about ethics, given that Trump has appointed former defense lawyers to run the Justice Department, which is the same institution he is now demanding compensation from. So why is this resurfacing now? It remains unclear why Trump has revived the compensation issue at this time. One person familiar with Trump's thinking said bluntly that Trump never forgets. He said, and I quote, he's going down the list and checking it twice, and he doesn't really need to decide to be naughty or nice. This person referred to Trump's decision-making when the latest claim, which is related to the Mar-a-Lago search, was filed. Meanwhile, there is still no final word on whether Trump will receive any payment. The US Justice Department is also not required to publicly disclose administrative claim settlements. Trump's demands come through Standard Form 95 used to file administrative claims under the Federal Tort Claims Act, which is the first step towards suing the US federal government civilly. He filed two separate claims. The first claim, which was filed for 2023, is for damages related to investigations into whether his 2016 campaign colluded with Russia. His second claim of 2024 claims the FBI and the DOJ violated his privacy during the Mar-a-Lago search and engaged in malicious prosecution over classified documents. Though neither probe resulted in convictions because he was never charged in the Russia investigation and a judge dismissed the classified documents case, Trump argues these investigations were politically motivated acts of weaponization. In his Mar-a-Lago filing, Trump specifically claims the search was unjustified and violated historical protocols. Garland and Wray should have never approved a raid and subsequent indictment of President Trump because the well-established protocol with the former US presidents is to use non-enforcement means to obtain records of the United States. This is according to the claim letter. In this claim, Trump demands a reimbursement for about $15 million in legal fees and adds a request for $100 million in punitive damages. Moving on to the money at stake and the ethical dilemma along with it. Trump's total compensation request is $230 million, which is far more than what the US government has paid to victims in major tragedies. For example, in Larry Nassar survivors, $138.7 million. Similarly, in Sutherland Springs mass shooting victims, they were paid $144.4 million. Moving on to Charleston church shooting victims, $88 million was paid. By contrast, as of 2025, total settlements across 250 plus DOJ claims amount to only $207 million combined. If the US Justice Department agrees with Trump, American taxpayers will foot the bill. During a recent Oval Office exchange, Trump acknowledged these negotiations.
And how much are you asking
well,
for?
I guess they probably owe me a lot of money for that. Probably, yeah, that's true. That's very interesting. No, I get no salary. I gave up my salary. It's a good salary. Not as much as these guys make, but that's okay. It's a lot of money. And I don't, as you know, I didn't take it in the first 4 years. I'm not taking it in these 4 years either. But as far as all of the litigation and everything that's been involved, yeah, they probably owe me a lot of money. But if I get money from our country, I'll do something nice with it, like give it to charity or give it to the White House while we restore the White House. And
Trump also admitted the bizarre nature of the situation, saying he could end up paying himself. However, POTUS cannot approve the settlement personally. The authority lies with Todd Blanche, who is a Deputy Attorney General, previously who was Trump's defense lawyer. Then there's the Associate Attorney General Stanley Woodward, who's a former counsel to Trump involved in the classified documents case. As this unprecedented battle unfolds, Trump's push for a $230 million payout from his own Justice Department raises a critical question. Where does personal grievance end and presidential power begin? Whether the claim results in a courtroom showdown or a quiet settlement behind closed doors, the outcome will shape how future leaders challenge government institutions they once led. For now, United States watches as a sitting president seeks compensation from the very system tasked with holding him accountable.